It feels like we're in a moment of uncertainty. The pace of change is ever increasing in our industry and our customers' industries. So, Sarah, if you had to write a book about the last year in partner channel for cloud infrastructure business, what would be the title?
Something like innovate, disrupt that, repeat. There's there's so much that we're doing, and I'm really big on never being precious about any of the ideas that I come up with, and I try to put that out for the team also. So you're constantly innovating, coming up with great ways to do things. But then there's going to be a better way. Things are going to change, they're going to continue to evolve, just like you were saying. And let go of ideas that were good at some point, but now there's something better. And don't be afraid of disrupting yourself, because that's the way that we're all going to, A, continue to succeed, and B, drive tremendous outcomes for our customers.
We surveyed our customers and heard that businesses want to consume data in their cloud environments, but they're also rising compute and data storage costs. So, Sarah, how do you manage this trade-off with your customers? How do you talk about return on investment?
So you've got data everywhere, on-prem, some's in the cloud, in all different formats. And one of the big things with Databricks is helping customers with the consolidation to have a unified and governed view across everything. And with that unified and governed view, you then have security, you have lineage. All of that is pretty foundational for anything that you want to do on AI. You can't run AI on bad data. Or you can think about Rolls-Royce. They extended the time of maintenance windows by 50%, which helped them to, of course, make customers happy. I don't love taking my car in for service, so anything that can extend those windows when I have to go. And it also saves costs for Rolls-Royce and for their customers. So back to the first bit of you can't save your way to growth. If you're looking at how to truly transform your business, if you are embracing that every company is or will become a data and AI company, then there are some costs you have to make, which are investments in your future and how you're going to be a better company.
Where do you see the biggest white space opportunities for integrated Dun& Bradstreet data offerings within the Databricks ecosystem for your customers?
I think that the Dun & Bradstreet data can enhance the data that's in there. It can lead to better personalization and the models that are behind those. So that's something I'm really excited about. You can think about risk forecasting, and that's for, especially in financial services, but you can also think about risk with supply chain and how the enhancement and addition of critical data from so many different places that Dun & Bradstreet is able to pull together, putting that into the unified platform, how that's going to accelerate. I think there's also a lot of white space with the fact that Dun & Bradstreet data doesn't exist in isolation. The same as Databricks doesn't exist in isolation. So us figuring out who are other key players that are going to be common players in the architectures for the most common business outcomes that we're driving. And we should do things together, whether that's Dun & Bradstreet with SAP, which we have a very exciting partnership with now as well. All of these data points coming together, getting blended on the powerful Databricks platform are going to drive great outcomes for our customers.
More employees are using AI in their day-to-day than their leaders imagine. And at the same time, management is citing employee readiness as the biggest blocker, not leadership alignment. So, Sarah, at Databricks, what approaches are you using to break the misconception and lead to greater adoption of AI?
First of all, you have to face the truth. Everyone is using AI. And so it's how do you make sure that you have good, accurate data? How do you make sure that that data is governed and secured? How do you think proactively about cyber threats? I mean, there are all these things that you just need to be intentional about so that you can get the most out of your data. One of the really exciting things with Databricks and with this partnership is how we're helping customers to do all the great things that they should be doing with AI to fuel their businesses.
The world is moving faster than ever. So what are we going to talk about this time next year?
Customers who've been wanting to use Dun & Bradstreet data with Databricks, they've been doing it. But now we're going to give them a better way to do it. A year from now, amazing win wires, amazing business outcomes highlighted in those win wires, and amazing stories of all the innovation and disruption that we did on the partnership together to make sure that we're setting the market up for success.